Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the Spring Professional Tournament final stage. Now, if you've been watching the professional season up until now, we finally have our top 4, and we're about to watch them turn into the top 1 in this double elimination bracket. Today we're going to be watching the upper bracket. This is going to be the first game, so these will be semifinals. And of course, the teams that we're going to be watching today are going to be Pincer and RGN, so there's Pincer Insurgents and RGN God Bless Blitz. The other two teams in this tournament are going to be Primo and Hated, and that you can see in this final stage here. Should be in the chart for the final stage here. So these are the 4 teams here. Hated, Interstellar, and Primo Speed are going to be facing off in their own matches while we're watching these. So the first map that's going to be played in this best of 7 is going to be Canal. Map with 4 caps. As we've seen before, it has the potential to be very tactical in the beginning and have some variety in terms of which way the teams go. They could either go for 2 caps on the A-B side, or 2 caps where they get C and B, C and D. Now, some teams have actually been going for aggressive plays towards A, C, as well as B, interestingly enough. And I think those tend to be some of the more fun matches to watch. Just to see the push in the beginning there. But yeah, a lot of the early game for this map revolves around capturing the bases as fast as you can without bleeding a whole lot. Getting information is especially important, and then trying to get the cap advantage, of course. Mid to late game, trying to get rotations and some early bleeds before the push in the end, because inevitably one team is going to be up on cap, meaning that one of the teams, or the other team that is not, will have to make a push if they want to win the game. So far on Pincer's team we have double 50Bs readied up, double E5, a Sheridan, and double IS4. On RGN's side we have double 268, double IS4, a Sheridan, and a T22. We actually have 3 IS4s now that one more player has been moved in. Now, 268s are an interesting choice just because I feel like in this meta, tank destroyers aren't used to their full potential as much as they have been, at least. The mobility of tank destroyers tends to be a little bit less than one would want, and the heavy tanks just have way too much HP that double tank or tank destroyers in general don't have the stopping power a lot of the times, just because of their low HP, and the guns just don't hit as hard against heavy tanks. Like, they take the same amount of HP off, of course. It's not like the alpha was nerfed, but the tanks just have more HP, and it doesn't feel like they hit as hard, of course. Like, the ratio of damage taken off by a hit to how it used to be, like, not as much, especially with the mouse. But even with the IS4 got a huge buff in HP. So that's why you're seeing a lot of IS4s now. So we're going to be going into this first match with the same lineups. Nobody has changed since then. So let's see what goes down in the first match of this top 4 stage. Pincer versus RGN. Oh no, for some reason I'm gonna have to be fighting my... something isn't right here. I can't go free cam. Oh no. Nothing is working. No. Alright, so after this I'm gonna have to restart my game, but we have TJF Blue got spotted on a crossing, taking a huge amount of damage. Wow. Conky spotting both TJF Blue and Nike SB on that crossing. So now TJF Blue is not only way down in HP, but he's also really low in terms of map positioning. But RGN have made a play towards the B cap. They've actually capped B and are able to pressure a little bit on these tanks here. They're going to be backing off a little bit, but they're in a bit of a tight spot. They have a lot of cap advantage right now, although they've bled a lot of HP, so that's not going to be in their favor. Hated Fate is getting up to the to a good vantage point to help if there is a push later on, although again, RGN in a little bit of hit point distress here. Afro Panda's caught a little bit overextended, although he's fine. Over here, Sheridan fight. Let's see. His Royal Fatness gonna be taking a shot, although he does have the reload on external in this 1v1. Tommy took a lot of damage. Wow. In the middle, crossing towards there by... Hated Fate must have put a shot into him, although I'm not exactly sure. Can't be shook in the IS-4, taking some damage by Conky. Zeta pushing in. Tommy goes down. Zeta's pushing towards the 268, towards A. Can't be shook, taking some damage in the middle here. Some damage going in on the back. I'm gonna go over to Zeta. Zeta's taking a lot of damage from the 268 and the T-22 DPMing him here. RGN have a lot of low health tanks, although they have a gun advantage for now. And we'll have to see if RGN can keep their tanks in the game and putting damage out. Hated Fight might go down here. He does. So now the gun advantage is gone. Although Kami looking to put a clip in, his Royal Fatness actually goes down in the back. The Sheridans actually traded kills. This is a really close game. Caps are ticking up in the favor of RGN, although it looks like Dragon Krieg is going to go down here. Dragon Krieg going down, or no, Killer going down. Now Dragon Krieg goes down. Pincer on the B cap. Afro Panda looking to finish off Tank Killer. Will he be able to get the shot? And he gets him with a bit of a high roll to kill him. Would not have mattered if he had been low rolled though. Conky pushing over towards Nike SB. Nike SB actually surviving pretty much the entire game. Nike SB moving around on Conky. Conky taking another hit from the 268. Nike SB putting a track shot in, missing the kill shot on the back. And he finally goes down. I'm gonna be restarting my game really quickly. Although already up. Alright, I should be loading in. Let me check this stream to see. Okay. So the issue should be fixed now, hopefully. When we go into the game, it'll be fine. Alright, so anyways, double IS4, double E5, a Sheridan, a mouse, and an AMX50B readied up for pincer this time. Rain actually taking double 4005, double E5, a Sheridan, an IS4, and a mouse. So, double 4005, definitely not something I would have expected on Canal, although it might be interesting to see them playing in the far back, clipping anything on the crossing. Perhaps that is the strategy that RGN are going to be going for. So RGN making the double 268s work last game. We'll see if they can pull off double tank destroyer magic again. Tank Killer saying that they're going corner, although that might not be the case. Alright, so we have free cam, good. So Pincer going over towards the B cap this time. They're going AB. Maybe RGN are going to be getting some. RGN pushing in Nike SB towards the middle. His Royal Fatness actually making a really aggressive spotting run. Everything on that team is spotted over there. Tommy is spotted going through the ditch. Nike SB trying to get a reset on Killer, not able to connect. That's going to be huge for RGN. They really needed to connect that reset. His Royal Fatness capturing the Pincer are probably, yeah, Pincer have the cap advantage at this point. Not resetting B was huge. Nike SB bleeding a little bit, but Killer taking some damage as well. So RGN are down on HP, but that is mostly because they have 2 tank destroyers, whereas Pincer does not. They have 2 heavy tanks in place of 2 tank destroyers where that RGN has. So RGN gonna have to make use of their 4005s. In this push, it's going to be extremely difficult. Not getting not getting the reset on B was absolutely huge for RGN. Like, the whole strat in the beginning revolved around getting a quick reset and then getting cap advantage off of that. Possibly denying B altogether, although that's not what happened. So now RGN find themselves having to make a push, having to rotate with almost no information besides that fact that Pincer is on A cap for the most part. So RGN again looking for information, trying to get some spotting to see where they can make a push. Tommy was spotted over on the other side, although RGN are going to be hanging around towards mid and Pincer's spawn here. External is going to be going over to spot the middle, which is going to be very important for getting early eyes on any RGN push. So now Tommy's actually going to be making a little bit of a poke to get some spotting over towards this side, see if we can see where RGN is trying to set up so that Pincer can make a solid defensive strategy and play. Can't be shook in the mouse over here, waiting to make a move before they make a play. Tommy signaling over towards RGN spawn with the minimap ping. His Royal Fatness spotting up Doomy in the mouse, although Doomy has a lot of cover in the back there. The mouse of Can't Be Shook actually pushing in. So, Can't Be Shook pushing in alone, going to be making an opportunity for RGN to push on this side here. Hated Fate, Sheridan, and TJF Blue actually haven't been spotted yet until now. So Hated Fate's going to be shooting across towards External. The Sheridan gets absolutely nuked. TJF Blue now putting a shot in towards Doomy. Doomy's taking a lot of damage. Killer's actually taking a lot of damage in the back. Pincer are going to be pushing towards RGN because now the caps have ticked over towards RGN. Afro Panda took a lot of damage on B. He needs to stay alive. Hated Fate in the 4005 goes down. He was a little bit overextended, although that's what had to be done. TJF Blue is going to be trying to get the clip off on Doomy. One shot goes in. Can he put another one in? Misses the cheek. Can he put the last one in? And Doomy goes down in the mouse. So now RGN have the cap advantage. They're also slowing down the B cap. Tommy goes down in the back. RGN really close to winning this game. They're about to win the game on caps, and they're able to do so. Impressive push by RGN with pretty low push power there. The 4005 is actually getting some really nice shots all the way across the map towards the Sheridan of external. If you notice there, they popped the dispersion buff, the consumable, to get those shots all the way across the map. Very interesting use of tank destroyers by RGN here, and it is working in their favor. Pincer not able to make a reaction quick enough, and not able to get the spotting that they needed on where RGN's tanks were, although that would have been pretty hard to do since RGN was doing a very good job of keeping them unspotted. So Pincer find themselves down 2 games here. Best of 7 means that RGN has to win 4 games to take this match. So Pincer on Castilla 2-0 down. Castilla 3-cap map. I believe Pincer have been doing pretty well on this map in the past, so we'll have to see if they can bring back the games here. Pincer going to be taking 2 E5s, 2 IS4s, a Sheridan, a Mouse, and a 50B, while RGN are going to be taking triple IS4s, double Sheridans, an E100, and a 268. So, gonna be interested to see where the double Sheridans of RGN go. Since they are going to be on the south spawn, they're most likely going to send one to reset A. At least one. They might send both, but I don't think that would be a very good use of 2 spotters. They could just reset with one and they should be fine. As long as they have someone else to come and help with the resets. But I don't think they would send 2 Sheridans to do that. We'll have to see though. Pincer with a solitary 50B, not something you see very often, since Clippers tend to be played in pairs. But it looks like Pincer is going to be going more towards A, as their tanks are all turning that way. They might go towards A and B, although they don't have anything to fast cap B. Now Sheridan, of his Royal Fatness, again, probably going to make a boost up here, since that's going to be the fastest way to get resets onto B, or I'm sorry. Kami is making his way over towards A. RGN are going to be actually fast capping B. Watea's capping B very quickly. RGN's going to be pushing through C, although they are spotted by Zeta. Zeta does get spotted, so Watea's going to be getting this cap pretty safely on his own. Kami in the 50B pushing up onto the Castilla. So RGN have made aggressive play towards C and B. And actually Pincer are going to be trying to isolate the Sheridan here. They've pushed through A. Might catch him out, but he's not falling for it. He's actually pulling straight out. Probably called by his team since he doesn't have any support. Tommy's actually pushing through an interesting way. It looks like Pincer was really trying to get this Sheridan out of the play, although the Sheridan is not in the clear yet. Tommy looking to get... Yeah, this is going to be very tough on him, on his Royal Fatness, to get out of here. He's going to take 2 shots here by the E5s. Can he make it out? Conky puts a shot in. Kami misses a shot. His Royal Fatness in all kinds of trouble. A shot goes in towards Kami, although that's not going to scare him off. So now Pincer have been spotted pushing towards and through RGN spawn. The Sheridan makes it out, putting a missile towards Tommy, doesn't pen. But now RGN are going to be setting up this E100 in their spawn to hold off. TJF Blue has been spotted here, not sure what he's doing. He might be AFK. Doomy in the back, waiting to make a move onto B, it looks like. His Royal Fatness, even though he's down on HP, puts a shot in towards Tommy pretty safely in that Sheridan. Pincer are going to be making their move now. They have popped the speed boost. I don't think RGN has enough here to defend, but we'll see. Dragon going to be taking a lot of hits. Alright, it looks like Watea took a lot of hits, although Watea got out of there safely. His Royal Fatness trying to make it out. It looks like he will be able to. Pinsir really working on trying to get the mobility out of the game. TJF Blue still disconnected, it looks like. Zeta putting a shot into the roof of Dragon Creek. Dragon Creek way low on HP. Not getting a lot of support from his teammates. Although, again, it's only Afro Panda who's alive, basically. So Doomy did jump onto B, although he's taken a lot of heat for it. Watea might be able to put the kill shot in, although it's going to be a little bit tough to do so. Pinsir actually hopping onto C cap as well, so RGN are going to be only holding on to their B cap. 704 cap points up, although they have... I'm not sure where the rest of the tanks are. His Royal Fatness making his way towards A cap. Watea trying to help out with this brawl here. Afro Panda goes down. Pinsir have been ignoring TGF Blue since he is AFK. And it looks like Can't Be Shook is just going to be pushing in, trying to get Killer and Conky since they're both one-shots. Puts a shot into Killer, leaving him on a one-shot. Kami's also very low. Can Watea pick him up? No, he misses the shot, and now he might go down himself if Kami's able to get the shot in, but he doesn't. So now Pinsir have C and B cap. They're way up on caps. RGN only have 2 Sheridans and an AFK here. Killer putting a shot into TJF Blue. Kami very low as well. Watea's going to be trying to get the shot into him. Does not do it. Tries to shoot a missile, but just donks it into the ground. So now Zeta's gonna be trying to go for the kill there. His Royal Fatness went down somewhere in the back here. TJF Blue actually woke up and got Killer. But at the end, it didn't really make a difference. Slowed down Pinsir's cap for a very slight second there, but Pinsir able to go off with the win. Watea killing Kami as well, but again, just extending the game a little bit longer. So Pinsir able to wrap around RGN. RGN not able to put their heavy tanks to effective use there. The Sheridans also taking a lot of heat in the beginning. Pinsir not getting bled at all pretty much in the beginning there. So now, Pinsir have brought one game onto the scoreboard for them. The score is now 2-1 as you can see. Or 1-2. Pinsir 1, RGN 2. Kami taking the E100. Sheridan has been readied up. 2 IS-4s, a T-22, 3 IS-4s, a T-22 a Sheridan, an E5 and an E100. For RGN we have double IS-4, double Sheridan, an E5, a T-22, and a 268. Now, Pinsir, again, with some solid strategy on Castilla, able to make use of some good mobility and staying unspotted. As you could see from the last game, their E5s actually pushed around A cap and only left one in the back to cap A, making it look like they only had one person capping A, although they were sending the 2 E5s to try to wrap around anything that tried to reset A. So, very interesting move there. Not something I've seen before, I believe. It's very smart. If anything does try to reset A, he's probably gonna die for it. Although the Sheridan of RGN did pull out of there, since he was alone. So, RGN now have the north spawn, Pinsir have the south spawn, and we'll have to see where each team goes this time. RGN making the aggressive play, not able to turn the caps into their favor. Although they did have the B cap very early, they weren't able to get C until very late, and again, they weren't able to set up a proper defense to receive Pinsir's push, even though they were spotted. So Pinsir looking to put another point onto the board here and tie it up with RGN, make it 2-2. and extend the series. Watea making his way over towards the A cap along with Nike SB. Pincer are actually going to be making moves towards the C and B cap. Killer, I believe, is going to be in the T22 looking for some resets if he does go over this way. So Pincer have absolutely nothing to reset A. As you can see, Watea is pretty much getting the cap for free here. And he's gonna get that very easily. Kami has been spotted up on the hill. I'm not sure what Pincer's play is here. It looks like they might actually pile all in through B. I've never seen anything like this. Tommy's making his push over towards B. Conky's following him. Zeta's following him. TK might follow him. And there's just a bunch of IS-4s pushing into B now. So his Royal Fatness might actually spot them, although I think the buildings here won't. Wow, that's actually really weird. I think they might be covered by the trees camo there. That's really interesting there. External has been spotted up on top. A shot goes in towards him. Can't be shook. Trying to get some spotting onto the B cap. Dragon Krieg over on the A cap as well. Not able to get any information before they cap the base. So triple cap strat going, or a triple tank onto one cap strat going in the favor of Pincer. Pincer getting a very difficult cap to get. The B cap is very exposed a lot of the time, or has enough lines of fire where that it's hard to cap without taking some damage for it. Although RGN not making a lot of moves towards that cap, because they already have the A cap and they have some resets on C, so it's not a huge deal for them right now. So Kami putting a shot into Dragon Krieg. Dragon Krieg a little bit overextended there. Kami taking a hit, but only does some tracking damage. His Royal Fatness spotted in the Sheridan. Might take some hits there. Tommy getting hit by Can't Be Shook up on this hill, and now Pincer find themselves with a lot of tanks kind of out of the fight. Zeta has been spotted by Watea. Watea firing and not getting spotted, but that's because Zeta did not have any spotting points exposed to do so. Reverse side scraping against Watea. Watea is probably going to take a hit here, although he trades well for it. Tommy taking a lot of damage on the crossing. Hated Fate putting a shot into him. Can't Be Shook laying into him as well. Tommy pushing a little bit alone here. He's going to be 1 versus 2 with Can't Be Shook. Actually, 1 versus 3. Can't Be Shook takes a double tap from the E100 and external in the Sheridan. They're going to be making their play onto C cap. And now, this is what Pincer were waiting for. They're going to be trying to make their plays onto C. But Can't Be Shook is basically baiting 5 tanks onto pushing him. And they've all bled horribly for it. So now, Pincer have actually lost the HP advantage that they had in the beginning with the heavy tanks. Watea taking some hit in the background, although the fight is going to be here. Nike SB is going to be 1 versus 2 against Killer and Conky, not getting any support for now, unless his Raw Fatness can hit some missile shots here. So I'm going to be going a little bit out here to see if he can put some shots in. Again, he makes Killer a one-shot. Nike SB won't be able to push past Conky, though. He's going to be biding his time a little bit and just playing it a little bit safe. RGN do have the cap advantage here, so they can afford to play this a little bit slow, although they don't want to give Pincer the advantage here. And actually, his Raw Fatness putting in a missile shot, and the cavalry of RGN coming in and helping Nike SB clean up these tanks here. So now Killer's running, trying to stay alive, but now we have 4 RGN tanks a little bit exposed. Tank Killer puts a shot in. They need to HP share to not die here. Zeta has quite a bit of HP, but he's going to be deleted very quickly here if he is penned by everybody, and he is. Killer a little bit exposed. Dragon Krieg looking to pick him up. Dragon aiming the shot well and picking him up there. Tank Killer in a 1 versus 1 against Fadu. Kami over, trying to chase down the one-shots here. Tank Killer helping him pick up some shots. Kami picks up Nike SB, goes down at the same time that Tank Killer goes down as well. RGN winning that by about 3.5k HP at the end, although I believe, yes, the HP difference was 5k there in terms of damage dealt, since Pincer had more heavy tanks than RGN. RGN making a very nice play towards A, getting the A cap very early, uncontested. Pincer perhaps putting a bit too much onto B cap, not being able to make a solid play onto C cap as well hurt them very much. RGN putting some very good spotting onto the C cap pretty much shut down Pincer's second half of their strategy, where they would be pushing onto the C cap, getting that cap and anything that was on it in hopes of getting the cap advantage. Although, again, RGN's spotting with the Sheridan and the IS-4 made some really good bleeds as Pincer pushed towards that side. So Pincer bleeding a lot for the second phase of their strategy, not able to turn the cap game into their favor as they probably hoped. So now we have New Bay, the next map in this series. RGN only have to win one more to pick up this win. And Pincer need to pick up 3 games in a row to win. Going to be extremely difficult for them, but it is possible. These are top teams, top 4 teams on the NA server. Nothing is out of the question here. So we have for Pincer double E5, or that's just one IS-4, a T-22, a Sheridan, an AMX-50B, and an E100. Rain have double E5s, a Sheridan, an E3, and probably an IS-4, I don't remember. So, okay, RGN have double E5s, an E3, a Sheridan, double IS-4, and a mouse. The E3 leads me to believe that RGN are going to be playing a little bit more passively, although they could make an interesting play with the E3 aggressively if they are supporting it well. Again, Pincer with the Solitary 50B, Solitary Clipper, interesting play. That's not something you see a whole lot, but maybe Pincer can make this work. Pincer looks like they're going to be making their play towards the A cap, although they have sent an offside Sheridan to cap C. Israel Fatness getting some good spotting off here, finding 3 heavy tanks of Pincer, although RGN also making their way towards the A cap. Very quickly able to do so. Fadu are going to be pushing onto Zeta. RGN know that they have the tank advantage here since the Sheridan of Israel Fatness was not able to spot anything more. So Zeta's going to be taking a lot of hits, but the focus fire is a little bit split. So External is going to be the first focus here, as he has the support of 3. He has no support, and he's pushing up onto 3 tanks. These 2 tanks here are way isolated. Zeta's pushing forwards instead of pulling back. So he's pulling these 3 tanks out of the fight. Very good play by him, and that's pretty much all he can do. Hated Fate's getting pulled by the Sheridans into a crossfire here. Hated Fate bleeding heavily for it. Although the 50B only has 1 shot left. Hated Fate goes down, but it's only Killer and the Sheridan that have shots in their chambers. So Fadu taking a lot of heat. The DPM of the T-22 working its magic. Fadu not able to get a shot onto Killer here since he is hold down. Fadu's going to be eating a clip from behind by Tank Killer. Tank Killer in the alley, not able to pick him up. While in this back side here, Kami and Tommy both died trying to get some damage in here when their E3 or their E5s got pushed on. So RGN making a really aggressive play in the beginning of the game, working in their favor, and it looks like they're going to be winning this game, meaning that they win this series 4-1. So RGN finding their magic here. It looks like they turned it around from the Ascent run that they had, where they had not beat Pincer very effectively and very consistently. TGF Blue is going to be trying to get some some damage into Tank Killer, although Tank Killer is just trying to get away from him. TJ Blue, I'm not sure what he was trying to go for there. He just hit the gun and did not end up doing any damage. Fadu putting an HE shell into his side. Can't be shook, putting the kill shot into him. Hated fight with the GGs. And Pincer taking home the victory there. So impressive aggressive play on Nube, not something I've seen very often on that A side. Working in Argian's favor, finding some isolated heavy tanks, and Pincer not able to put their support in the right place there. So that's it for that match. Means Argian are going to be going, or they're going to be in the upper bracket from now on until they lose, if they lose. So we're going to be looking at the rest of the standings here. So Pramo are in the finals of the upper bracket after beating Hated 4-0. Going to be facing against Argian shortly here. Or not shortly, it's going to be about half an hour until we see those games. Hated are going to be facing off against Pincer in the lower bracket. And I'm actually not sure, and that's not going to be happening today. The lower bracket finals are going to be happening on Saturday. So it's just this one match going to be streamed next. And I believe there's going to be 3 streamers on this. So there's going to be Drudels, Almonet, and I streaming this next game here. So to kill time, I'm going to be playing some rating games. Trying to decide what I want to play. I'll play IS-7. It's not a good tank at all, like by any means, but we'll see if we can make it work. That looks pretty good. And just to make sure we are in ratings. So, those were some pretty interesting games to me. Actually not the result I expected, to be fair. Like, Pincer had been pretty much dominating the entire opposition in the Ascent stage. Argian and Pramo only picking up games against Pincer in the Professionals tournament. So Pincer having a really strong opening again in the Ascent tournament, not able to continue the momentum in the Professionals tournament. So it seems like they've been dropping the ball. So Pincer now fighting against Hated to try to get back into the upper bracket, I believe. I think they still have a chance to get into the upper bracket. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how double elimination works. Sheridan's gonna be crossing, maybe get a shot into him. Oh, that's a bad shot. Oop. So that's gonna be tough for us to play against. Nice, we're hitting the other side of my pike. This is actually pretty... I can't go over and work on those mediums without letting these heavies through, so I don't want to let these heavies push up really aggressively. And those mediums are just going to be crossfiring our mouse. So I need to start making some plays on this side. Can we get another bounce here? Nice, 7 armor OP apparently, wow. Gonna be trying to put a shot into the Yag here, since he's low. Sheridan putting a good shot into the IS-4's turret. Maybe pushing around. I think I heard the IS-7 fire. And I get set on fire. So the IS-4 needs to go down soon. Yag is still alive somehow. Grill playing a little bit aggressive. Not working out for him. IS-4's kind of stuck hold down there. Although I don't really want to poke on him to clear. Because that would mean a lot of damage would be coming my way. And the shot hit the dirt there. The IS-4 really needs to go down, but I think the 113 has him. Hopefully he does. I was not paying attention because of that. And now I'm a one-shot. So these mediums, like getting that side is so important in these games. 62A. I couldn't see anything. Oh no, the I-7 trying to put a kill shot into the mouse or I. Now I'm stuck on this mouse. Go through the tracks of the 62A. I have a cover from this dead mouse. This team needs to make some moves kind of around this side. That would be ideal. I can kind of back out of here now. Yag is going to be pre-aiming the IS-7, so that actually leaves me some opportunity to try to rotate out of here. Sheridan picked up the grill. Now he's got an IS-7 problem to deal with. Batchet's going to be pushing, but is not able to do so safely. IS-7 got a really nice shot there that Yag did not punish him for it either. Unfortunately for us. Now he's going to be pushing across, but he's not able to do so without taking shots from the 62A. Finally gets the kill on him. Good shot by him. Batchet pushed across. He's probably going to go down to Sheridan. Sheridan misses a shot. But the other Sheridan has him, right? He bounces off the upper plate. And he gets a high roll on him. Patton also misses the kill shot. That Batchet just picked up 2 kills for free. Well, not for free, he died for it, but you know. So now it's just this Yag, a 2-shot, and just bleeding to the 62A and this M48. M48 can bling him hold down, but he's way over peaking. 62A not able to put a shot into him. 62A making his play over to the 1-shot Yag, although the M48 able to counter him a little bit. Splitting the attention here. M48 doesn't want to overpeak, but he does so anyways. And he doesn't get a punishing shot on him, and the M48 is just going to go in now. This is going to be tough, but the 62A can pull this off. 62A holding on to his nerves, and it looks like he's going to pick up the kill. Oh! Only gets the tracks there. So now they're both one-shots. It's going to be a really tough 1 versus 1. And it looks like the 62A able to get away from the gun. Not able to get the kill though. M48 looking to get the gun depression to kill him. HE does no damage on the side of this turret either. 62A also botching the shot. The most tense 1 versus 1 I have seen in a long time actually. The M48 can't afford to overpeak his turret because I believe the 62A has enough HE alpha if he hits the roof of this turret to kill him. I think both of them are firing HE at this point. Oh! M48 has a chance to win here, and he does so. 62A making an aggressive play, trying to get the M48 off guard, although he made the move a little bit too soon. Doing it somewhat spotted. The M48 was able to get the heads up because of that. So hats off to the M48 for keeping his nerve in a tense situation, and well played to that 62A on the enemy team. Ooh, attachments. We'll give the IS-7 another shot here. 20 minutes or so until the next game. It's more like 25 until the update. Or not the update, the invite. But nonetheless, plenty of time to play some more games here. This might be a good map for the IS-7 if I go towards the caves and play it hold down. It was getting some nice bounces early, but the gun just isn't very good. Our 50B and IS-4 are going over towards... There's no cap over there, they're just going that way for some reason. Which is gonna be probably not good for us. Well, who knows? They might decide to cut in early, or they might get some good shots into the side of the enemy. Well, it looks like the enemy hasn't played over this way either. The IS-4 is pushing towards mid. Our 1-2-1 spotted him. IS-7 on the enemy team is going to be playing towards the caves. Not able to get a shot into him. Bosch is taking some hits there. Waiting for this gun to aim. A year of aiming for nothing. Oh wow, that patch that's getting deleted by the 50B who's on the other side, and the S4. Oh, I actually would have had the kill too. The IS-7's going down over there, that's pretty good. Low roll, but not a huge deal. And now we have some... Okay. To be fair, I kind of snapped that. IS-4 forehead, or IS-7 forehead is very strong though. 630 roll. Yeah, this is IS-7 is really good HE, or not Ben. HE Alpha. Oops, sorry, Sheridan. Go in front. Oh, okay, or not. 62A goes down. IS-4 finds himself in a very bad spot. Although our 50B finally goes down. Nice. 1-2-1B might pick up the Foch. Although the 622A is burning him down with DPM. Nice. A really weird distribution of where our team was worked out. IS-7. To be fair, I missed a lot of shots. Well, IS-7 hasn't been doing the best damage, but it has been giving us the win, so let's keep going. Canal. Just saw, although this one is going to be an encounter game. What does the enemy have? 2 heavies, a light of mediums. Right and right mid, please. I think that is the call, Sheridan. Hello, 268. Oh no, I can't type. Hello, Patrick SB. Oh, Patrick BSC. I can't read. I can't read that. I don't want to stay here too long, so I'm just gonna start moving. Oh, he subscribed. Thank you. Subscription. Shouldn't be spotted on the crossing. That would be. Oh, maybe the T-22 spotted. No, it doesn't look like it. Sheridan went down. I was gonna push across. I probably would have been able to if I didn't spend so much time in the back there. T-22 is probably gonna go down. Yeah, nice shot. Yeah, they did bleed a whole lot for that. That shot's making an aggressive play. They're bleeding way much for almost no good damage. Not sure what that 140 is doing. Tunnel vision on the 54E1. I say it killed the two of them over there, so yeah. Just want to push across to this position. 7 botches a shot. Unlucky. Now where's the 183? Probably over towards A. I might eat a Hess shell here. Oh, there he is. I'm hold down now, so. Yeah, he's still there. .183 just bounced. Be helping our 140 by shooting this out. Oh, the I-7 has disappeared. Yeah, I'll go over that way. 268 might have the kill on the IS-8. Oh. Get our turret to turn around. Nice high roll there with AP. Nice game. Enemy team bled a lot in the beginning there. Alright. I have about 17 minutes until the next game. The next game invite. Three heavies, 3 mediums, and a tank destroyer. I might go help the mediums just because this is a quick heavy. And can be very useful against mediums, especially because of the armor. Unless I get pushed on, then it's pretty much dead because the traverse is so bad. Yeah, 50 bird's gonna be playing a little bit passive. I might be able to set up a wall, depending on where I set up. 121B spotted. It looks like he's just getting information right now. He's just poking his turret too, so he's pretty safe. 4005 over there. See if he has the reactor. Oh, he does not have the spall liner thing. So he's taking a lot of HE damage. At least it doesn't. Yeah, no way he has it. Or maybe I don't know. Probably doesn't have it. I might be making a misplay here, depending on what they have back there. But I am pushing this 121B away, which is what I want to happen. He's caught in a crossfire now. And I'm gonna push him towards the mouse. Though I won't be able to do a whole lot to chase him, or I'd rather not chase him. Oh no, the mouse does need help now. Ooh, and I'm gonna be eating a clip from this guy. Smart, traded a 900 for nothing. Nas gets the 121B. But it looks like he's been burnt down very hard. 4202 might pick him up, although he's got a lot of his armor turned towards him. 4005 puts a shot into me. I'm not playing this very well. M103 turning his turret at the last second to bounce my shot. Fair play to him. And now he's just going to be keeping me in check. I've got the IS-7 over here somewhere, so I don't want to leave him, or forget about him. Oh, he's all the way over there. 55A was behind the M103, and there it is. I just want to stay alive for now and do some damage. So I'm not completely useless. No, the M103 is going to be working with the 55A to try to pick me out. But I'm going to be running a little bit of a sneaky game here. Trying to get away from the M103 and kiting this 55A. I didn't even try to bounce the shot there, I was just trying to turn. I-7 isn't looking my way, so I'm going to turn around now. Side scrape against him. I should have had the kill there, but I'll switch to APCR so we get it this time. M103 is now pushing around. 55A shouldn't have the gun depression. Yeah, full health I-7 might be an issue, but should be okay now that we have 3 against 1. Don't want to auto aim it. We'll actually aim that. Ooh. Don't want to lose any HP to him. 54 with a little bit of a low roll. I-7, can he win this game? Yes, he can, if we don't play this with their brain. Ooh. Max roll and the fire there. 54, just chill for a bit. Don't get shot. Go around 54. He's kind of stuck there. That's okay. I don't want to make any dumb moves here. Oh, 54 took the opportunity to move up, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get... Ha! Bounces a shot. I-7 gun betraying. Switch to APCR just to make sure, since this is a close game. And we have 2 tanks, we can afford it. Set on fire twice. Unlucky. They get the win there. Kursa. Not sure what that means. I imagine he was trying to say hooray or something. But I don't know. It might be something in a different language. Oh, I'm not playing, but thank you. Ratings really kicking my butt right now. This is so sad. What is this? I have to wait until it loads. Ooh, certificate for purchasing the SU-100Y, which I already have in my garage. Thank you very much. So IS-7's actually been getting us some wins. Let's keep playing it. Wait. Yeah, I should have time for at least one more. Next invite should be up in about 10 minutes. IS-7, actually one of the worst heavy tanks in terms of average player statistics right now. But I believe it has been for quite some time. Although just because it's the worst of all the heavy tanks, I believe pretty much all the heavy tanks are above all the rest of the tanks, or most of the tanks at tier 10. That's including mediums, lights, and tank destroyers. So Wargaming probably holding off on an IS-7 buff until they find the balance between the heavy tanks and the rest of the tanks in the game. Now, if my team had been playing at least a little bit that way, I would have pushed up towards the ramp over there, but since that's not happening, I'll just go this way. Although, I might sit somewhere near the encounter cap, get some vision. T-54 spotted over there. Doesn't look like there's anything that way, and I have found myself out of position here since the fight is all on that other side, it looks like. Ooh, and my driving is bad. So I find myself derping around pretty much for the first half of this fight here. And it looks like the rest of our team is up there. They should be able to hold that as long as they don't bleed too much. So I'm going to be over this way with the waffle, so that they don't push around. IS-4 got hammered there, wow. I was trying to shoot the building down, but it didn't work out as I rushed the shot. Sneak shot on the IS-4 there. 54 actually pushed around very hard, and he's gonna be punished for that. Waffle's actually kind of doing some interesting side scraping stuff there. I might get this IS-4 switch to HE in case he just pokes the track. Or the front. HE should finish him off. 54 is taking a lot of damage. Got him. Waffle is doing some good work without bleeding at all. Hori's been spotted all the way in the back. Can I put a shot into him? Blind, maybe it did. Sheridan has divided attention that way, so we can start making some plays this way. Hori might put a shot into me. It doesn't look like it. Should be proxied here. Shot under him, I guess. Rushing my shot. Had a little bit to aim. I had a lot of time to aim that. I'll take the hit from the hole. Oh, I might take a lot more damage than I thought. That should be okay. Waffle doing very well there. I don't think he has a shot on my bike. A little bit of wiggling there. Ori picks up a kill on our T-92U1. Ori puts a shot into me. Although he is spotted, so it's all good. I'm just gonna be pushing up under him. 62A goes down. I would have missed the kill shot, wow. I got carried. Look at this. Let's check the time now. about 4 or 5 minutes until the next invite, so I don't want to go into a game yet. Hello, Jonk. I guess I'll check the stream chat for now. Let's see if there are any questions or something that I can talk about or answer. Although I do know that it is on a delay, so... Doesn't seem like much. Alright. Next game's invite should be coming out pretty soon. 3 minutes it looks like. So I'm not going to be going into a game. I guess we can look over the logistics of this tournament stage. So again, chart's going to show us that the next match is going to be the finals of the upper bracket, which is going to be RGN versus Pramo. So the team that wins this game, I believe this is the game that's going to, yeah, this game that's going to be streamed, the next one. The winner of RGN versus Pramo is going to go on to the grand finals for the professionals tournament. The loser is going to be going down into the lower bracket. Now that doesn't mean they've been eliminated just yet. As we saw, Pincer just lost, but they still have a chance to even make it to the grand finals. Now, the way that this works is that on Saturday, there are going to be 2 matches played. It's going to be Pincer versus Hated first, and then Pincer versus the loser of this match. So if Pincer win this next game against Hated and the next game on Saturday, they can make it into the grand final, so don't count Pincer out just yet. The winner of this match, though, will get straight into the grand finals, as I said earlier. So that's how that double elimination bracket will work. So the maps for this next game are going to be Winter Malinovka, Alpenstadt, Desert Sands, Vineyards, and Canal. So these are maps that have found some play before. Most maps have been played before, but let's see if there are any maps that these teams have played each other on. So RGN versus Pramo, Winter Mal, Alpen, Desert Sands, and Vineyards, and Canal. So Canal has been played, but that's a tiebreaker. The rest of the maps they have not fought each other on, although there have been some streamed games from both teams. If either team took the time to research, that could be useful for them. Although, I doubt that at this stage there'd be teams reusing strats tank for tank and position by position. So I'd heavily doubt that, like, researching would do a huge deal. Like, it's not like the team would use the same exact strat and they can just come up with a counter to it. And I don't believe any team would rely on that, because that's completely unreliable. Thank you, Jinx. But yeah, so this is going to be an interesting match to see, since kind of similar to RGN versus Pincer, where Pincer was beating RGN in the Ascent tournament, RGN was beating Pramo in the Ascent tournament, although Pramo changed it up and got a win against them, as you saw just now, in the Professionals tournament, the round robin stage. So Pramo have woken up and they're picking up some wins against the top clans. Actually, Pramo, the only team that they lost to was Strike. So Pramo picking up the speed, possibly pulling out a win here. As we can see, we have Abonet spectating as well, going to be streaming, and I believe that's the coin stream. So if you are after the coins, you can go over to her streams and watch that. And of course, if you're going to do that, to actually get the coins, make sure you go through the Wargaming website and log in, otherwise you won't be getting anything. So again, Winter Malinovka going to be the first map in this match up here. So Pramo versus Argian, Pramo Speed versus Argian God Bless Blitz. This time, instead of a best of 7 though, it's going to be a best of 9, meaning that the team that's going to win has to win 5 games out of the 9. So the shortest time, the shortest match could be 5-0, although I don't see that happening between these two teams here. Winter Malinovka again, Supremacy, Winter Malinovka. We have a 3-cap map here. And it's going to be interesting to see which way each team goes. Interestingly enough, Malinovka is a map that you can go either side and make it work, although some teams definitely do prefer one side over the other. Malinovka has some interesting play towards the medium side, which is where the A cap resides, where you could play a lot of pull down, or even make a really aggressive play near the middle of the map, pushing all the way across the ramps, or you could push halfway onto like the middle ramp and find some spotting there and be hold down and kind of safe. You could definitely be dug out of that area, but not necessarily. So on the other hand, you could bring a lot of heavies like mice, IS-4s and whatever over towards the C side or the B side even. Capturing B can turn the tide of a battle pretty quickly and very easily. Or okay, it turns the tide very easily, but capturing B is not the easiest thing to do, just because a lot of teams know the value of the B cap, how difficult it can be to get into and capture without bleeding very much. But if you are able to capture the base, it can be putting a huge amount of pressure on the enemy team to make a move. Of course, since it's a 3 cap map, having 2 out of 3 bases is going to put you at a distinct advantage above the enemy team. So we might see some play towards the B cap. If we do see that, then it's going to be, it could be a very quick match. I mean, since a team that captures B will pretty much be a catalyst for a push. So now we're getting the tanks lineups. We have on Argian's side triple IS-4, double T-22, a Sheridan, and an E5, a very generalist lineup that can be very flexible. On the other hand, we have Pramo taking double E5s, double IS-4, W100, and a Sheridan. Still broadly general, like they could park the E100s in some kind of like ambush spot, or they could take them over towards C. I doubt they play over towards A, but who knows. Argian, on the other hand, probably going to be playing over towards the A side. At least with the double T-22s, I definitely see that happening. So, Pramo might be banking on that. It'd be interesting to see how each team deploys. Again, I think Argian are going to be making a play towards the A cap, and Pramo might be playing either towards C with the E100s, or playing a sort of A-B mixed strat, with the E100s covering the mid lanes, or even having one having some soft cover over towards the C cap. So, loading into the game here, second match of this night, and second match of the finals stage of the professionals tournament. So, Pramo are going to be going over towards the A side, RGN are going to be making their way towards the A side as well. So, we're going to be following these T22s here. Ghost Ranger is spotted in Sheridan. His Royal Fatness actually made an interesting spotting run up here. It looks like it was a kind of boost. Spotted Ghost Ranger, but not much else. T22s have spotted even Steven in the E5 pushing over towards their mediums here. So that's going to be very difficult for the T22s to deal with. They have the DPM for it, but it will take some very phenomenal focus fire to do anything about it. And RGN actually don't have anything covering these T22s. These T22s are basically free kills. Pramo are going to have those 2 kills on the T22s. RGN are going to have to make their plays on the other side of the map. RGN losing TJF Blue very quickly. Tantan not taking a lot of damage. None of these tanks taking a lot of damage. And although on the other side we have Cora taking a lot of damage from the IS-4s and the heavy tanks. Rob going to be taking a lot of damage next. RGN have actually lost the tank and lost the A cap, but the HPs are somewhat even. Afro Panda actually took a really long time to die there. Hated Fate is going to be next. They might pick up Tantan too strong, but I don't think this was a good trade for RGN. They lost 3 tanks for pretty much none. At least on that side. Although RGN do have the high ground now, so maybe that was a strat here. The HPs are somewhat even. Tantan is low, Chip is about half HP. RGN have to make some rotations here to pick up the kills because they are down a cap and down on points. But RGN now have the freedom to cap not only B, but also, oh wow, also C. Did you see that missile? That was really close. Almost resetting. Wow, almost reset Sheridan from all the way on the other side on the move. That would have been crazy if it had hit. So now Fatness going for the C cap. Again, RGN making a very slow play, or not a slow play, but a very interesting play towards the A side with the B kill squad rolling in on those E100s there. Even Steven is spotted in the E5 by Can't Be Shook. I believe Dragon Krieg actually made it out by redlining very well. Chip is in the middle spotted as well. Samuel is going to be on that other side. So now Primo have to push into RGN most likely. Primo do have the cap advantage for now. Although RGN have 2 caps now. Their cap points are going to be ticking up very quickly and going to be catching up to Primo very soon. It looks like Primo's going to be pushing in now. Samuel going in towards the B cap. Tantan too strong, speed boosting over towards even Steven, even though he is very low, he might get some support by Steven. Fadu going to be getting some passive spotting on this B cap. Samuel has triggered the B cap. Fadu is proxied. Samuel takes a shot from the Sheridan. His Royal Fatness, I'm not sure if he actually did take a hit. He got hit, but I don't know if he actually took damage. So Fadu's not pushing into the B cap to reset it, because Primo has 2 tanks lined up there to hammer him if he does go in for it. Dragon Krieg. So now Primo have 2 caps and is going to be back on RGN to pick up some kills here. Samuel putting in a shot towards Fadu. Fadu and Dragon Krieg need to work together to take out Samuel. Cap points ticking up in Primo's favor very quickly. Tantan too strong, reveals himself, might be shot by Can't Be Shook, although Primo, this is going to be very close. Ghost Ranger almost goes down, very low on HP, 40 HP. Samuel needs to go down. If RGN can't pick up the kill on Samuel, this game is lost. Can't Be Shook taking a lot of damage. Samuel goes down. His Royal Fatness also takes down Ghost Ranger. Fadu's in a lot of trouble. Can't Be Shook might be double tapped out of the game here. He needs to pick up this kill. The caps are very close in Primo's favor. RGN still down on caps. This is going to be really close. Goes down right before Pramo gets the cap win, although now it's just 1 versus 3 here. And it's not going to be enough. Can't Be Shook trying to get the B cap. Not going in because he would die. RGN taking way too long to kill Samuel in the middle and getting punished for it. Not picking up that kill quickly enough was huge. So, Pramo, very close game there, able to pull out the win. RGN not able to get enough spotting, but they pretty much just let Pramo walk into B-cap and get it for free. Samuel only took hits until much later. He took 1 hit by the Sheridan, but there were 3 tanks ready to jump on him. So RGN playing it a little bit too passive there and not getting the right angles in to get the resets onto B, or at least punish anything going onto V-cap. The focus fire was also very split there, so that's pretty much what cost RGN the game there. Pramo able to make a very nice push though at the end. A split push there, not something that normally works out very well, although it did work out in their favor there. Split pushes actually seem to be pretty decent, at least if you're able to pull the attention of the enemy team the way you want it. Like earlier we saw RGN pushing the mouse in first to draw the attention of a lot of enemy tanks on Canal, and then pushing in their 4005s around and letting them do the work in terms of damage. But again, not working, or RGN not able to punish Pramo effectively enough to pick up the win there. So now we see RGN are down a game to Pramo. Pramo are going to be taking triple IS4s, double E100, an E5, and a Sheridan. RGN are going to be taking 3 IS4s, double T22s, an E5, and a Sheridan. I believe that is the same lineup that they had last game. And again, RGN sent the 2 T22s low without much support. Like, they could have had support from mid, although Pramo had the E100s there, so the mid support didn't come into the T22s. T22s pretty much dying for free. Anyways, this next game, we have Pramo making their way towards the B cap, it looks like. So this is going to be a very quick game, I think. Not sure though, but Ghost Ranger's going to be going aggressively into B cap. Nothing gets spotted except for Can't Be Shook, but they know that he can't reset them. Tantan Too Strong is going to be piling onto cap with Chip and Ghost Ranger. Actually pushing around. It looks like they're going to be trying to isolate Can't Be Shook. Tantan Too Strong actually has nothing that can kill him. Nike SB is coming back around to get some shots in, although Can't Be Shook is finding himself in a lot of trouble. Takes a hit from the Sheridan but bounces. And now the E100s are going to be shooting him in the side. So the Pramo have made a very interesting play here, pushing around and isolating a tank while getting the B cap. So, and they're not getting punished very much for it. So, Can't Be Shook goes down very quickly. RGN now have to farm all these tanks in mid. The next call is going to be Hated Fate. E100 does not put the shot into him. Chip is very low, although he is in a little bit of a safe position until Nike SB goes around. His raw fatness goes down in the back. I have no idea how that happened. RGN are bleeding points, hit points very, very quickly. Afro Panda taking a shot. The DPM of RGN pretty much split and not able to put their guns into the game effectively. They're way down in HP, and I don't think that they will be able to pull this back. But let's see if they are able to. Nike SB getting bullied by even Steven in the back over there. Probably gonna go down unless he can get around the building, but he's just gonna be face hugging. Not able to pull off the bounce. So now we have 2 versus 4. Pramo have 2 gun advantage. Dragon Krieg taking a huge hit from the Sheridan. But Duke getting focused out by 3 tanks. He's going to be going down very quickly. Dragon Krieg now 1 versus 4. RGN with 2 caps, but it doesn't matter. Dragon Krieg putting his gun up in there. He is gone. So Pramo, with a very aggressive play in the beginning, able to focus out, can't be shook. RGN sending an IS-4 into that position twice and not getting anything useful out of it, both last game and this game. So Pramo find themselves 2 games above RGN. The last time we saw this, of course, RGN was 2 games above Pincer, and RGN ended up winning the series. So Pramo find themselves in a very good position here, very good head start, although they do need to win 3 more games as opposed to 2. So RGN have ample time to make a comeback if they are able to shift back into gear. Pramo readying up 3 IS-4s, double E100, double Sheridan, and yeah, that's it. RGN waiting a little bit to set up their lineup, probably a little hesitant, trying to get back into the game here, but they're going to be readying up a similar lineup, triple IS-4, a mouse, a 268, and a Sheridan, as well as an E5. So Alpenstadt, another 3-cap map, B-cap again, difficult to capture, but it could mean very good things for the team that captures it if they don't bleed a whole lot for it and give up too much map control. So RGN actually swapping out, I believe, an IS-4 for an STV-1, and that might be the final lineup for them. So RGN, I believe, are going to be, I'm not sure, the lineup says mixed signals with the STB and the mouse, but I'm not sure. Pramo almost definitely going to be playing B and C in the heavy area, like the town area, with the WE100s and triple IS-4s, and having maybe some light resets on A cap. RGN, I believe the STB tips off either STB near the B cap, trying to get some spotting there very early in the game, or they could push him all the way across the bridge area on A cap. And let's see here, it looks like, yes, RGN are going to be playing over towards the A side, and Pramo, I believe, are going to be sending double Sheridans quickly into the cap. We'll see if RGN can do anything about this. I don't think they will be able to. Fatness in the Sheridan, getting the A cap at the same time, although I don't believe Dragon Krieg is going to be able to get this reset here. Although, even Steven gets spotted, and now he's forced off the cap after taking a lot of damage there. I'm not sure who spotted him. I believe it was Nike SB in the IS-4 very close. I don't think Dragon Krieg had the angle to spot him there. So Pramo actually trying to get some shots into the B cap, or not some shots, trying to get the B cap, but taking a lot of damage for it instead. His Royal Fatness taking some damage, but not nearly as much as even Steven in his Sheridan did. So now Pramo find themselves down on cap, but it's not a huge cap advantage for RGN. RGN do have a 1 tank kill advantage based off of their cap lead. So even Steven now manning the backline with Cora. Pramo playing this passively now. Need to find a rotation to make, although it's going to be difficult to make some plays in the current line they have. They don't have their IS-4s in a very good position to push. Tanner trying to make an opportunity on the B cap, although Dragon Krieg in the E5 just keeping up some good vision here. His Royal Fatness takes a huge shot by the E100. I believe it was blind. There's no way he was spotted all the way back there, but I can't be sure. Sitting in the bush here, perhaps too obvious for him, not working out for him. Although Pramo doesn't know that he's been blind hit, I believe. Even Steven low on HP in his Sheridan, putting some more blind fires into bushes. Pramo's blind firing bushes, trying to get some bleeds. They're just blind firing that bush that Fatness was in. Fatness may have been spotted around that area earlier, although I believe it's more the fact that Pramo is getting spotted without spotting anything in return, so they know that they have a tank spotted somewhere, or a tank spotting somewhere. His Royal Fatness is spotted, still poking. Finally gets the light bulb notification. Cora putting a shot in, not able to connect. Even Steven shooting a missile, donks it into the ground before it makes the target. Would have been a hell of a missile if it had hit. Tanner says they have to try to push left in the chat. And that is the case because they have most of their tanks lined up that way. RGN won't have very good vision on that side. Tanner making the good call. Chip has been spotted in the back. RGN have to line up their tanks properly to defend the A cap as well as the B cap. If Pramo capture the B cap without losing any tanks, that spells trouble for RGN. Although can't be shook in the mouse in the backline, crossing in front of double IS-4s. Not sure what he is doing here. He might be going over towards the B side. Cora spotted over there. Ghost Ranger spotted very aggressively towards the A cap. TJF Blue in the S2B, biding some time here, trying to crossfire Tanner as they push. Can't be shook in the mouse, getting pushed on by the IS-4s. Pramo's now onto the B cap with nothing to reset them. So again, Pramo with the B cap are going to put some pressure on RGN. This is going to put the cap race in their advantage. So now RGN are making a push on the other side. Ghost Ranger's taking a lot of heat. Will he go down? Afro Panda's trying to cut him off. He's gonna get the shot into him if he doesn't miss. And he misses the shot! What a misplay there. He finally goes down, although missing that shot was huge in the beginning. If he had gotten away, that pretty much would have spelt a loss for RGN. Pramo able to pick up, can't be shook. TJF Blue YOLOing in towards Tanner, taking a huge shot right there. And he's probably gonna go down here, unless he can get away from Tanner's gun, and his team bails him out. RGN could get the win here if Cora goes down. Tanks are losing HP everywhere. Hated Fate goes down. Pramo about to win the game, and they're able to do it. RGN just losing so much HP in their pushes here. Pramo losing a lot of HP as well, but they're in heavy tanks. Tanks are still going down, but it doesn't matter. Pramo has won, and nothing is going to change that fact. RGN not able to set up their defense properly to handle the B pressure there. Possibly sending way too many tanks over in the back, even though they know that Pramo don't have that many mobile tanks. They completely just misallocated their resources there, in my opinion. Again, Pramo only had 2 Sheridans there that they could have made a play towards A. Of course, you don't want to leave A completely uncontested because that's what the double Sheridans are for. Pramo has been using them to go for caps while they make the pushes with their HP somewhere else. Although, again, putting way too many tanks over there, not the best strategy. And pretty much letting Pramo push in towards B and creep in from there. So Pramo picking up another win against RGN. RGN find themselves 3-0 down. So they need to pick up wins now, or else they will find themselves in the lower bracket on Saturday. Pramo looking pretty hot so far. Triple IS-4s, a Chieftain, E100, Sheridan, and a Ho-Ri. Chieftain, not something you see very often, although Pramo has been using them before. On RGN's side, we have triple IS-4s, an E3, a Sheridan, and the 57 heavy, along with the mouse again. So spawns are swapped. We'll have to see what RGN comes up with for this side. Loading into the game now, battle starting, and we're off again. Let's see what Pramo plays this time. Pramo have been switching sides that they play pretty effectively. They've been able to play both sides of each map well enough to pick up games against RGN. RGN going to be playing over towards the C side. Pramo not going to have a whole lot to do against that. Although they're going to be sending, it looks like they're going to be sending Samuel straight onto the A cap. Pramo, I think, are going to have the cap advantage if RGN don't get 2 on the cap quick enough. So Pramo's already on the A cap. Samuel might get reset as he's spotted, but I don't think anything has a really good shot on it. Actually, Fatness putting in a very nice shot in the Sheridan. Resetting Samuel as he pulled out way too far. So now Pramo have actually lost the cap lead that they might have had. A little bit of a misplay there actually could be pretty huge in the end. Tanner perhaps overextending, trying to get some shots into Can't Be Shook, taking shots from the mouse there. Ghost Ranger blind firing the bush that Fatness reset in. Pramo putting in some more blind fires into those bushes, making use of reloads when they don't have anything to shoot at necessarily. So RGN have the tiny cap advantage that could disappear if they put a little bit onto a cap, and it actually looks like they're going to be putting Korra onto the cap and using Tanner to screen. Fatness not able to reset with a missile. Can't Be Shook also doesn't want to overextend. Hated Fate gonna be coming in with the 57's clip. Korra gets the cap and sneaks off, although RGN now have to make a play now that they're down on caps. Rob is spotted, puts an HE shell into Can't Be Shook. He's getting nailed in the side by double IS-4s. Double IS-4s are pushing around. Pramo is looking to meet them here. His Royal Fatness in the Sheridan capping B. Rob has taken a lot of damage. He's bleeding a lot, and it looks like he's going to be going down pretty soon, although Can't Be Shook not able to connect the kill shot. His Royal Fatness almost had the cap, but gets reset from even Steven, I believe, in the Ho-Re. Can't Be Shook pushing in with the mouse, trying to intercept these tanks. I'm not sure why he did that. Threw away his tank. Nike SB finally picks up Rob. Tanner finds himself catching a lot of heat. Hated Fate clipping him out. TJF Blue might put in the kill shot. Hated Fate going for a full reload. Dragon Krieg goes down in the back. TJ not able to pick up Tanner. Now we have 3 tanks barreling in towards the 2 of Panda and Nike. Nike trying to get a shot into Tanner, although he's going to be looking elsewhere. TJ needs to pick up Tanner this time, not able to do so again. Hated Fate pushing in to help Nike out. Even Steven's going to be finding himself in some trouble. Hated Fate running into a rock. TJ Blue taking a lot of damage, finally takes out Tanner. And now Samuel is the focus, although Nike goes down before he's able to pick up even Steven. Afro Panda going down to Ghost Ranger, not yet. RGN have the cap, although Samuel with a very nice kill shot there is going to have to pull Hated Fate out of the fight. Hated Fate missing a shot there. The Sheridan of Ghost Ranger making a really good job of slowing down RGN's caps. Hated Fate putting a shot in towards Sam. This shot needs to connect by Fatness, not able to do so. So many shots that should have penned are not coming in for RGN. So Hated Fate actually goes down to Ghost Ranger, who came in. RGN not able to pick up this game from missed shots everywhere. His Royal Fatness just running around at this point, not able to pick up this win though. Goes down to a ram, and RGN lose on cap. Took tanks that they should have killed by all means. Just wow. RGN find themselves 4-0 down now. RGN need to come up with an answer at this point. The next game that Pramo wins will put them above RGN, and they will win this match. Going on to the grand finals as the first team to make it there. So Pramo with the double E5s, again an E100 readied up so far, a T22, and not much else is readied up at this point. We have an IS-4 now. We might have a Ho-Ri, although I don't think that will be the case. RGN not readying up more than 3 tanks so far. Desert Sand is going to be a different map again. RGN need to pick up some wins or else they will find themselves in the lower bracket again. RGN still slow to ready up tanks. They have triple IS-4s readied up, an E5, a T22, a 268, and another E5 now. Pramo will be taking the Ho-Ri, making their lineup double E5, an IS-4, a Sheridan, E100, and a T22. So Pramo could find themselves in the grand finals now with one more win. RGN, of course, now need to make 5 wins in a row to win this match, which is going to be, let's say, extremely difficult to do, if not impossible, at this point. So, Pramo going to be making their way towards the middle area. Raikkonen might be making a spotting run towards the mid. RGN pushing their heavies over towards the A cap. Cora and Ghost Ranger spotted near A. Ghost Ranger taking a lot of damage. Raikkonen has been spotted. Spots can't be shook, but that's about it. Pramo still trying to get the A cap. Nike SB trying to get a reset shot. Might bleed for it, but it doesn't look like it. Nike maybe tipping off a push. Pramo going to be pulling their tanks out maybe. Tanner says they are YOLOing, and it looks like that might be the case. Raikkonen has had enough time to actually push around all the way. Ho-Ri of even Steven putting in a nice shot in Post Royal Fatness. Tanner calling his tanks to leave. And it looks like Pramo will be able to pull out very nicely here. Dragon Krieg taking a hell of a lot of damage there in the crossing, although Ghost Ranger does go down. Padu taking some damage as well. Cora might be taking some damage here, although he only gets shot once for it. Oh, he takes another shot as he pulls out. Can't be shook, taking a big shell from the E100 of Rob. Dragon Krieg getting pushed around, losing a lot of HP. Cora biding his time there, maybe overstaying his trip. Tanner's going to be looking for the kill shot on Dragon Krieg. Able to pull it off. RGN are bleeding a lot of hit points. Pramo are running tanks circles around them. Samuel's going to be looking for a shot into Fadu. Not able to kill him, although he goes down very shortly afterwards. This is just chaos at this point. A lot of micro brawls. Hated Fate putting a shot into Samuel, although the consumable meant that he didn't take very much damage. Shutting down the E100 of Rob is Nike SB. Raikkonen finds himself 1 versus 3, but it looks like RGN are gonna be looking elsewhere for kills. Afro Panda getting bullied by Steven in the back there. Nike SB perhaps looking to help him out, although he might die to Raikkonen very quickly. Samuel goes down to his Royal Fatness. RGN still low on HP. Had a tank advantage, although that's gone with that kill. Nike SB going to take a shot from even Steven and Tanner. Goes down to Tanner though. So now it's 2 versus 3. Pramo need to hide their low health tanks. Raikkonen needs to screen for them if they want to win. Tanner's actually going to be pushing in with the reactive armor. Tanner asking for help as he pushes in. Can't Be Shook going to be going for the Ho-Ri. I'm not sure why, since Fatness is stuck in the back here. Can't Be Shook now finds himself 1 versus 3. Pramo are going to win this game most likely. I don't see Can't Be Shook winning this game. Goes down. GG's in the chat. RGN going down 5-0. Pramo definitely finding their stride here in this professional season, and you see the Ho-Ri actually doing some very good damage. Even though it's a tank that I don't find to be very effective, even Steven making it work very nicely, putting the DPM into play, as well as getting into the brawl. So, RGN going down 5-0 against an opponent that they had been finding success against. Able to pick up a win against Pinsir 4-1, but going down to Pramo 5-0. Again, very startling for them, to say the least. Pramo finding themselves with a lot of momentum now. So Pramo are going to be in the upper bracket for this professional season finals. The grand finals, of course, on Sunday. They get a bye pretty much. They don't have to play any games on Saturday. And RGN, again, in the lower bracket, are going to have to fight their way back into the grand finals. They're going to have to beat the winners of the match of Hated versus Pinsir to make it back into the grand finals. Or Pinsir might actually get the chance, or even Hated might get the chance to go, or wait. No, I believe that's completely wrong. No, okay, Hated should still have another match. Yes, they should. Right. So the winner of Hated and Pinsir are going to be fighting against RGN in the lower bracket finals. And then the winner of that next game is going to be playing against Pramo in the grand finals. So Pramo, again, in the grand finals from today's games. And yeah, that's what happened today. RGN finding themselves very comfortable against Pinsir, now have a challenge against Pramo. Going to have to revise their strategies and come up with an answer for their Sunday games if they want to win. Pinsir have a chance to face off against Pramo as well if they are able to turn the tables against RGN and win against them on Saturday. So that's going to be what's coming up in the next days for this final stage of the professional season. Hated, again, don't count them out. They still have a chance to make it to the grand finals if they are able to win against Pinsir and against RGN on Saturday. So excited to see what comes up on Saturday, and we'll see who's going to be facing off against Pramo in the grand finals after those results come in. So I don't have a coin stream right now, so I'm going to be getting off. Thank you for watching my stream. I hope you enjoyed the games that happened today. And yeah, I'll see you on Saturday. Stay safe, everybody.